Welcome to Indian Forever YouTube channel. Ring the bell icon so you won't miss any regular updates. As we are new channel, it is highly recommended to all our subscribers. Today we will discuss very important topic going on in Asia regarding the full potential of India's only aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya and its main weapon system Mig-29K. Let's go. About 26 Mig-29K can be deployed at any given time on board India's aircraft carrier when compared to China, which uses its J-15 Sukhoi 27 knockoff, which are bigger in size, but due to its size the efficiency of the jets taking off load are very insufficient and fuel carried on board has to be reduced. If we dive deep into the capabilities of Mig-29K, then the fulcrum far outclasses any naval fighter aircraft in its immediate hostile neighborhood. Compared to Chinese J-15 carrier-borne naval fighter aircraft, Mig-29K is miles ahead of in capabilities. According to the Sina military network, based in Beijing, J-15 has a crippling range and is impotent to take off with full combat weapons loadout. Its range with PL-8s and YJ-83K is just 125 kilometers, since it can utilize its just 25% efficiently. Same reason Russian now replacing the Sukhoi Su-33 with Mig-29K, while on other hand India operates modified version of Mig-29. So how efficient and powerful are they? Why Western think tank believes India has an edge with Mig-29K over Chinese? Mig-29K is the frontline carrier-based multi-role fighter aircraft designed and deployed pertaining to Indian Navy needs for a carrier-borne multi-role aircraft which can be based upon the lone aircraft carrier operated by Navy, INS Vikramaditya. Mig-29K are a step ahead of the earlier variants of Mig-29 and even the Air Force variant Mig-29UPG, featuring improved airframe, weapons load, avionics, low radar cross-section, quadruple redundant fly-by-wire flight control system and folding wings. Indian Navy Mig-29K adds a Zhuk-ME Radar as well as a RD-33MK engine and were inducted first into the INAS 300 Black Panther to provide the Navy an air dominance multi-role fighter with all desirable features of a state-of-art aircraft and avionics. However, with time, many journals and media outlets have commented that Indian Navy is rather unhappy with its Mig-29K fleet, primarily due to its low reliability with engines and low availability. If we dive deep into the capabilities of Mig-29K, then the fulcrum far outclasses any naval fighter aircraft in its immediate hostile neighborhood. Compared to Chinese J-15 carrier-borne naval fighter aircraft, Mig-29K is miles ahead of in capabilities. According to the Sina military network, based in Beijing, J-15 has a crippling range and is impotent to take off with full combat weapons loadout. Its range with PL-8s and YJ-83K is just 125 kilometers, since it can utilize its just 25% efficiently. Indian Navy Mig-29K on the other hand can easily take off with a full payload of 5.5 tons with their fuel and is perhaps the only 4+ generation fighter to take off a ski jump with such combat loads. In the combat configuration, Mig-29K can easily carry any combination of air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, anti-ship missiles and more. for air dominance role, MiG-29K can sport R-77 and R-73 air-to-air missiles, which can target hostile targets at well beyond visual range and even within visual range. For an active deterrent against naval hostiles, KH-31 and KH-35 anti-ship missiles, while for suppression of enemy air defense (SEAD) operations, it can be armed with the deadly KH-31P anti-radiation missile. For ground attack roles, it can be armed with B-8M120 round 57mm rocket pods, gravity bombs like KUB 500K, electro-optical T.V guided fire and forget bombs, dump bombs, KUB 500 and more. MiG-29K also features advanced electronic warfare equipment like Terrain Radar Warning Receiver and the powerful L2ELL 8222 self-protection jamming pod, also installed on Su-30MKI, which provides increased survivability in hostile airspace by jamming enemy assets and spoofing off enemy missiles. MiG-29K is rather less maneuverable with its maximum G limits up to 8 G. Less maneuverability has always plagued the naval fighters since they are made heavy with strengthened airframe and undercarriage to absorb shock landings on carriers. This affects the maneuverability of MiG-29K at maximum levels. However, with a high rate of climb, 330 meters per second, and comparatively lesser wing loading at 442 kilograms per square meter, MiG-29K is extremely maneuverable for Indian needs as an air dominance multi-role fighter. MiG-29K has often been touted to possess poor reliability due to less availability rates. This has been primarily due to the fact that any carrier has a limit to the amount of spares it carries during peacetime, and hence the availability rates of MiG-29K are purposely lower than 50% at any given time, which can be increased to maximum levels during threatening times, as we saw during Exercise Gagan Shakti, where IAF dramatically increased its availability to near perfection. MiG-29K features a MIL STD-1553B open architecture system, which allows for the installment of Indian, French and Russian avionics on board the aircraft as desirable. It features a Franco-Russian Lins 100 RS inertial system for navigation, while the pilot is equipped with a tailstop sight helmet-mounted display system. The Russian Zhuk-ME Radar can detect a 5-meter square target up to 120 kilometers, while it can track 10 and attack 4 at a time. The OLSU optical location station allows for targeting aerial and ground targets based upon their infrared signature with an all-round coverage. MiG-29K can also carry electronic countermeasures pod to spoof off enemy targets, built into upper surface of main wings. During a wartime, MiG-29K can be fielded by Indian Navy for area denial and airspace denial operations, complemented by Air Force assets like AWACS and frontline fighters. Its combination of air-to-air missiles, anti-ship missiles and ground attack missiles are highly effective in keeping a check on the enemy assets in hostile airspace. The advanced electronic warfare equipments on board MiG-29K will play an effective role in maintaining the cover, along with the low radar cross-section and lesser infrared signature. MiG-29K in future will be further complemented by an omni-role fighter, since Indian Navy has issued a tender for 57 carrier-borne fighters, though the MiG legacy with the Navy does not seem to end quite so soon. Such an amazing fighter jet. Hence India chose these mighty MiG-29K for Indian Navy's second aircraft carrier INS Vikrant. Both carriers can pump up to 50 jets against any sea-land air threats with devastating consequences. INS Vikrant, also known as Indigenous Aircraft Carrier 1, is an aircraft carrier under construction by Cochin Shipyard in Kochi, Kerala for the Indian Navy. It is the first aircraft carrier to be built in India. The name Vikrant means courageous. Thank you for watching our video. I'm Sita, signing off for now. Goodbye.